Is this the way? I don't like that. Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video where I'm getting ready to go grocery shopping, and I have a bunch of elf goodies. Because I got a big box from one of you. It contains a lot of stuff. But among that was some elf stuff. So I have a highlighter. I have one of their putty bronzers. I have a putty blush. I have one of the bite-sized ones. And what I already had was the elf Camo CC cream. So that's what I'm going to use today as well. And we're just going to have a little bit of fun, eat some breakfast and get ready together. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 45 from the Netherlands, hence the accent. And if you want to learn how to be fabulous in your 40s, or maybe you are already fabulous like me. If you want to be entertained, if you want to be inspired by unusual color combinations, and if you just want to have plain old fun. Oh yes, and if you are slightly orcish, also like me, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, become part of my nestlings, because we are having a blast here on the internet. Let me explain the slightly orcish. I'm going to coin the hashtag slightly orcish. I'm a light warm olive. My son calls me lovingly slightly orcish. So yeah, that's it. I have already done some things. I have already primed my face, and I do have an elf primer, but I'm also trying out a primer. So the primer that I'm trying out is from Winky Lux. It's the whipped cream primer. That's the one I'm trying out, and I know how the CC cream looks on me, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity to try it out. I also kind of done my brows, but my brows are like, we are having our moment today. We are a little bit tired or something, I don't know. We're going to work with it. If you wonder what I'm eating, and if you're not wondering, I'm going to tell you. Anyway, I'm eating bread with peanut butter and chili paste. Or if you are basically Dutch speaking, sambal. Or Indonesian. Because is this the Indonesian sambal that we have today? I think so. Very, very tasty. Yes. Let me just start by mixing the shade. So I have the shade 240, light 240, which is a pretty yellow based one. And I mix in this one, the AOA blue color corrector from Shop Musée. Now if you mix with this CC cream, you have to give it a little bit. Because what I found is that when I mix it in, it doesn't color correct immediately. It just takes a few seconds. I don't know, it's interesting. I think that's nice. I think that's good. Let's see how I mixed today. I think it's good. Yeah. Well, I really do like this CC cream. I think it looks very, very pretty on the skin. And I have really been enjoying it. So that is good, right? Not that I don't have enough foundations, but that's neither here nor there. We're not going to talk about that. And I always bring it up underneath my brow as well, because I like it if that part is the same color as the rest of my face. I know other people bring their eyeshadow base up to their brows, but I don't like that. I don't want my eyeshadow that high anyway. Usually I do my brows after, but I thought let's be fancy on camera. Well, I do my soap or my brow stuff in already, so it can kind of set a little bit, and then after that I go through with my pen, but let's kind of do it like this a little. I don't know what my brows are doing today, but maybe they're just having a day off, or an off day, whatever. So it's on, and now it's a pretty light layer. I can also build it up a little. Let's build it up a tad. I don't know if I'm a fan of the primer though, because I can really see it gathering here, and it usually doesn't do that. But yeah, that's why I'm trying it out, right? So, oh, powders. Do I have powders from e.l.f.? No, I don't. Oh. I don't have powders from e.l.f. But that is okay. Well, it's not as full of a face as I thought it would be, but that is okay. I'm going to do a little bit of concealer. I don't like what it's doing on this primer at all. Honestly, these nails, I can go spearfishing with them. Not that I eat fish, but that's beside the point. I can go spearfishing with them, but tying a knot takes me ages. It was very, very fun to do though. So this is my set, in case you're new, and this is acrylic. It's the second set that I have ever done, and yes, I do my own. I have filmed it. It should be online already. I hope at least. Because I don't really know when this one goes online. I do want to set underneath my eye. Then let's go for blush. Now I also have, let's see. I also have the one from ABH. I'm kind of curious to see the colors side by side. So the one from ABH is more yellow, almost, and the one from ELF is a little bit more, red. Can I swatch them? Sure I can. So I'm just taking a thingy. And just take a little bit of the side. Now I know that the one from ABH was also formulated, or the color was formulated for an olive complexion, because Norvina is also a light olive. So here's the ABH and here is ELF. So yeah, the ABH is has a lot more yellow in it, and ELF has more pink. But we will see what it does. I have no idea. I don't really know what kind of brush I want to use, because I do want to use a brush with this. I think this one. Because I don't know how else to do it. With my fingers? That's not going to happen. It looks very, very sheer. Or am I mistaken? So it's not as sheer as I thought it would be. This is a very, very dense brush though. Now, I am not hating the fact that it is sheer. Let me zoom you in a tad. Hello. I'm not hating the fact that it is sheer though, because I like that. I like a bronzer that is a bit sheer. Now, if you are medium, yeah, this one will probably not show up then for you. It's very subtle. But that's fine, because that's what I like. I kind of like a subtle bronzer. The only thing is, I wish that the top was bigger, because the one from ABH is way bigger. I can get my brush in, and here it's very tiny. But yeah, right off the bat, I don't like that the top is so small, because I want to use a brush for this. I don't use my fingers for cream products, unless it's highlighter. Highlighter I do apply with my fingers, but the rest I just want to blend out. I don't go tap it. I don't know. So maybe that's me. But I do like the color though, and I think that the formula, yeah, I like the fact that it is pretty sheer. And the next thing that I have is a putty blush. But it's kind of the same thing. It's also a very, very small top. But I do like the color. Do I have a brush that will fit? I think oh yeah, that's what you can use, right? The butt of your sponge. Oh, let's try that. I'm just doing this. Maybe I should get those sponges for your eyes, you know, because they will probably fit in. Yeah, well, that will probably work if you use a sponge for the bronzer and the blush. Maybe that's even better. I don't know how deep these go though. Do I dare? Sure I dare. Okay, let's try that. Is this the way? I don't like that. Yeah, I think it looks pretty. It's just, I need to see how I like to apply this, I think. Yeah, with brushes. That's, I don't use brushes for my foundation, but I do use brushes for my cream products. So I just need to find the correct brush. Let's do some freckly bits. Okay, let's set the face. Let's grab the highlighter. Oh, the blush was in the shade Turks and... Wow. Turks and something. I cannot read it, the letters are too tiny. Oh lord, the highlighter is in the shade Moonlight Pearls. Wow. It's a very, very pretty color. So yeah. Okay, so I'm really building it up. This is a very, very subtle highlighter. Maybe I need a denser brush. I have another brush. So now I have a highlighter brush from Sigma. This is the high cheekbone highlighter. Yeah, this is a little bit more intense. But still, it's more of a subtle glow from within. I even think that you could maybe even buff with this. Now, I like a subtle highlighter. I just like mine a hint more intense even. Just a tad. What you can do though is if you really have that like me, just put a little bit of highlighter there. It kind of brightens everything up a little. Okay, it's time for eyes. Yeah, let's use my Natasha Denona because I know how that one works. This is in the shade medium and it is pretty peachy for me, but that is okay, especially with these yellower greens. Now we can get these bite-sized ones here. I just have not gotten any. That's it. So it's not going to be complicated. I'm going to start with this one, deepen it up with that, and then do something with the shimmery bits. That's it. Let's see. I have a real hairbrush here because that's the one I grabbed. I'm going to go from lightest to darkest, so I'm going to tap this in the higher part of the crease, basically where I kind of want to have the shadow. And I am following my bottom lid up and in to get the shape that I want. I'm lightly going to blend the edges. I kind of feel like I'm blending it away though. I'm going to tap it back into place, but a little bit lower. And not just blend too much. Okay. Okay, so I'm not hating the color at all. I do feel like I have to really dig my brush in to get the pigmentation that I want. But I think that if you are very, very new to green eyeshadow, this could be something for you. Because this is not in your face, instantaneous color, you know. And for some people that is a good thing. I'm going to go to the darkest green now. I'm just going to tap it into, basically tap and swipe a little bit into the crease. And then I'm lightly going to blend it. Now I don't mind a dramatic eye at all. Even if it is grocery day, which I'm almost too late for. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I like to be early in the supermarket. Okay, I'm going to go back to the first brush to blend the two layers together a bit. I'm going to go to the greenie. Let's try dry first because I'm curious. It picks up on the brush nicely though. Okay, well, I'm not hating that. I'm not hating that at all. I've had worse shimmers. I'm going to spray it for the other eye. So I'm picking up eyeshadow on the brush and then I'm going to spray the brush. know, does it make a difference? Actually cannot really tell. Maybe a hint. It's almost like it's a bit, I don't know, maybe a bit smoother. Cool. Okay, back to the dark green to make sure that the flow here in the outer corner and the crease is nice. I want this underneath my eye as well, because I love a shimmery bottom. So I'm grabbing a glitter primer and a small brush, and I'm going to tap that on my lash line. And I'm going to go to the same shimmer that I used, and I'm going to press it on top. Well, and then we have one shade left, right? That's going to go in the inner corner. Okay, a little bit of glitter primer. I'm going to do something that I have never done before, I think, or at least this color combination. I'm going to put in a purpley eyeliner, because I think that will be fun. Now, I have done this with a red and an aubergine, so I was like, let's not do that. Let's do it with a different one. This pulls a little bit pink, but that's okay. Yes, I could have done a yellow or a green, but I want to be extra today, as I am most days. So this is it so far. I'm going to finish it off with liner lashes. I finished off the look with the falsies from AOA Studio in the style Jean, and the lippy is from Lethal Cosmetics. It's one of their liquid lipsticks in the shade Departure, because I could not find my e.l.f. gloss. So I thought, let's do this. It kind of ties into the theme a little bit more. I really like how it turned out. Yeah, let me kind of go over. Yeah, I don't really like the primer, at least not with this foundation, but that's okay. The bronzer and the blush are the way that I use them, pretty sheer. I just need to find the correct brush to use it with, because I just don't want to use the fingers. So I probably need to scoop it out, put it on my hand, and then pick it up with a brush from there. Maybe that's it, or maybe I need a even smaller, denser brush. I do think that the colors are pretty. Yeah, and the eyeshadow palette, I like it. I think that you can go pretty sheer if you want to. I do think that kind of the way that I did it, especially with the light green, that you don't overblend, because I feel like you blend it away patchily very, very quickly. So if you want to have a more diffuse look, start with a bigger brush and then just tap it on and then gradually go smaller. That's usually how I work with shadows like this. And I also like the fact that I put in that purpley, which is now almost pink, eye pencil. I think that's fun. I do wish though that the lightest shade, this goldeny shimmer, would be a little bit more intense, but that could very well be it's either the shade or it's me. And why do I say that? Because my skin tone, because of the oliveness that my skin tone has, it can kind of eat up a little bit of some greeniness in some shades. Yeah, but I think it's a fun little palette. I think it's very, very cute if you want to just have something extra. Now, again, I know that we can get them here. They're not as cheap here as they are in the USA. They're not very expensive either. But yeah, I think that if you see them, don't expect amazingness, but this is what you can get out of it. And it was not that difficult. I did have to dig my brush in though. The only thing that I kind of want to complain about, is it complaining or not really? The highlighter. It's not really my preferred highlighter. Honestly, I almost want to use this as a buffing powder. Where's my thing? Let's kind of use this as a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe a buffing powder. I actually like it for that better, I think, just because of the fact that I like a little bit more of an intense highlighter. I actually don't know if it is it a highlighter or is it a buffing powder? Probably a highlighter, because I have another highlighter from e.l.f. Yeah, it is a highlighter. Using a powder brush, free powder onto cheekbones, brow bones and décolleté. It's an illuminating powder. Oh, it also says here, it's an illuminating powder that highlights the skin with a sheer wash of shimmering color. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought of, because I have an e.l.f. highlighter and that's pretty intense. And this one was very, very subtle. So I actually think that I want to use it kind of like I use this one from Makeup Revolution as a skin finish, or as a finishing powder. I think that if I use it for that instead of a highlighter, then it will be, yeah, that makes more sense in my head at least. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video. I will leave all the products that I used today down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. Let me know, by the way, how you use the e.l.f. putty blushes and bronzer. How do you use them? Because I'm curious. And I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.